Hello viewers and welcome back to the Dukascopy TV studio. I'm Ben Jones and alongside me is Antoine Mach from Covalence EthicalQuote. Antoine, thank you very much for joining us.
Hello Ben.
Now, if we can begin by talking about the increase in negative news surrounding a lot of companies at the moment, which is subsequently causing a fall in ratings. This controversy has been increasing for the past 2 years, so could you explain why this is and how it's affecting certain sectors?
Yes, so our job is to monitor the ethical reputation of companies. So on a daily basis, we gather news pieces online and classify those news according to the positive or negative sentiment and to the different topics at stake. And it's true that over the last 2 years, and especially last year, there has been an increase in the share of negative news. There have been quite a lot of controversies on topics such as tax or competition, corruption, pollution or wages. This said, I don't think that companies have become less ethical in reality, but it seems that governments have adopted stronger regulations and are now punishing faulty companies more strongly. And probably that our societies are becoming less tolerant regarding business malpractices. And in our data, the two sectors that have suffered the most lately have been oil and gas and banks.
Okay, now you talk about it because it affects a lot of sectors, this controversy, but many are dealing with it in different ways. Could you compare perhaps the way that the banking sector is dealing with it to maybe the automobile industry?
Yes, so, well, all sectors have their controversies, you know, and nobody's perfect. But it's true that there are big differences in the way companies from different sectors are responding to those controversies and pressure. And in our data, we observe that the two sectors that get the best ranking globally are automobiles and food and beverage. We see that many companies in those sectors go beyond compliance and have a proactive attitude. They innovate to respond to the public pressure. And in the automobile sector, we have many companies that are very active in demonstrating the positive impact of their activities and in showing how they are improving their products, for example, in terms of energy efficiency or greener cars. In the food and beverage sector, we also see quite a lot of companies trying to improve their products. It can be with lower levels of salt or fat or sugar, or using green or fair trade labels. And another example, recently Nestlé has publicly reported about its human rights impact across several countries, which is quite innovative. On the other hand, banks seem to us less active in demonstrating their positive impact on society. They have a more defensive approach. They still separate their philanthropic activities from their core business, and they seem quite cautious and even shy in offering sustainable financial products. There are financial products that do integrate sustainability and responsibility, such as ethical funds or social bonds or clean energy funds or impact investing or microfinance. But banks are not very active in promoting these products. So maybe they fear they wouldn't look serious in front of their clients, or maybe they believe that their clients are not demanding those products so much. But I think things are changing. You know.
Okay, now if we could focus a bit more on the Swiss financial centre. The ideology that Swiss bankers will turn a profit no matter what is waning somewhat because of the increased pressure on the financial centre itself. How should Swiss banks cope with this pressure?
So I think banks, and Swiss banks in particular, have already changed the way they do business in terms of compliance to regulations. For example, in the field of anti-money laundering. but they still suffer from a mitigated reputation, to say the least. And we still have this big Hollywood cliche in many movies with the bad guy hiding the money in a Swiss bank. So, in my view, banks should be more active, should do like other industries are doing, should be more active in demonstrating their positive impact on society and communicate about it. Banks do have the power to stimulate the demand for more sustainable products. But it's not easy. In Switzerland, I think we still have a cultural gap between the old-style Swiss bank, which relies on discretion, confidentiality and secrecy, and the current challenges of ethics and sustainability, which ask for more transparency, innovation and accountability.
Okay, and finally, you're also the co-founder of Sustainable Finance Geneva. What's the purpose of this organisation and how are they dealing with the new challenges facing the Swiss financial industry?
So, Sustainable Finance Geneva aims at promoting sustainability and responsibility within the Geneva financial community. So we put a light on sustainable financial products and gather Geneva bankers so that they can become more familiar with these concepts and realize that these concepts don't go against performance necessarily. Sometimes some of them can even create performance. So it takes time. We have many individuals who are interested and want to do more, while it's a bit more difficult to move institutions. But we really see that as a big opportunity for the future of the Swiss financial center. And with this association, we also make proposals to Swiss decision makers so that they can promote sustainable finance, for example, through fiscal incentives or the creation of a social stock exchange or education. And talking about education, together with the Geneva School of Business Administration, we offer a training course on sustainable finance, which takes place in May, and there's more information available on sfgeneva.org. And finally, I would say that we really believe that Switzerland and Geneva in particular are well positioned to become a leader in sustainable finance, as here we have both strong financial and humanitarian traditions. So now the challenge is to link the two. But the inventor of the Red Cross, Henri Dunant, was a banker, so why not?
Okay, Antoine, thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you.
And thank you, viewers, for watching. Make sure you stay tuned to Dukascopy TV for more updates and exclusive interviews. But for now, goodbye.